Okay, so let's look at the big descending fifth chord progression. Now, I call it the big one. I also call it the stair steps thing because imagine every step on a staircase is the interval of a fifth apart, and you have a very musical staircase. Uh, we're just going to keep walking down the staircase, and eventually you're going to get through all your chords. This actually cycles you through every chord in the diatonic chord progression in kind of a weird order. So let's just do it. So let's do it in C major. So we're going to start on one, and I'm going to do it an octave higher because we're going to be going down, 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 down. Um, so C, E, G. Now, if we go down a fourth from here, we do not end up on G. Remember, over here, I was starting on the fifth higher and going down to C. So if I want to go down a fifth, I actually end up on F. Remember, same reason we did here. So C, a fifth down, is F. Okay, so that's our 4 chord. F, a fifth down, let's just keep going. We're going to stay in key. So this is actually a diminished chord. I'm not going to alter the key. So I'm just going to go down by a fifth in key. So that means down 5 notes, right? So count F backwards 5. So F, E would be 2, D would be 3, C would be 4, B would be 5. So that's how I'm getting to this B. Okay, that puts me on my diminished 7 chord, but it's cool. Let's keep going. So if I go down one more, B, A would be 2, G would be 3, F would be 4, and E would be 5. So I could jump down to treble clef here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to flip up an octave and go E way up here so that we can keep going down and stay in the same staff. So that puts me on a 3 chord. I go down again, I'm going to get to the 6 chord. If I go down again, I'm going to get to the 2 chord. If I go down again, from D, I'm going to end up on the 5 chord. And what happens if I go down from the 5 chord? We're going to get to the 1 chord. Okay? So now notice what happened here. I went down from 5, G down by 5 puts me at C, but instead, in order to keep it all in one staff and not go way down here, I went up by a fourth. Still ended on C, right? This is very rudimentary stuff. We covered this, I think, in like theory 1, inversions, right, of intervals. So that got me through all 8 of my chords. I started on C major, I ended on C major, and I went through every diatonic chord. Let's hear it real quick. Okay, kind of weird. Let's put it in better inversions. Okay, so let's take this F and put it up an octave. And we'll leave that A down there. Let's put this B up an octave and this D up an octave. Actually, let's put this F up an octave also. Let's take this B down an octave. That's okay. That's okay. Let's take this D up an octave. I'm just trying to generally get us all in the same range. Yeah, we can go to root position here, just up an octave. And then C, I want to be in root position, but let's leave C like that so that it feels like a resolution. Now let's hear it. Right? It sounds like a nice chord progression. This is all descending fifths. Let's label it. Let's label what our chords are here. So what we have is 1, And then we have a 4. It's our second chord down. Then we have our diminished 7. And then we have our 3. And then we have our 6. And then our 2. And then our 5. And then again, our 1. So that is what our diatonic chord progression looks like if we do it in a total fifth relationship. Cool, huh? Now, that's not the end of the story. There's more to it. Before we keep playing around with this a little bit more, let's look at the same thing again, but in minor and how that looks.